Well, I mean, that's what your thing looks like when you make it.
Mine looks delicious.
How is it delicious? It's the same colour.
I haven't flipped the screens, I don't know.
Oh.
No, mine looks wicked. That looks like
What?
drainage water.
Oh, that's disgusting. I'm about to drink this, babe.
I ain't saying what it looks like. It's like Love Island yesterday.
What?
And the guys, you ask for us to be honest, and when we're honest, you don't like what we say.
To be fair, I do understand both sides there. So I'm not even just like, oh, the girls are right. Like, I do get it.
No, but that's what happens. That's why a lot of guys, I think, don't tell the truth about stuff. Because when you do tell the truth, girls can't handle it. I just told you what that looks like.
Yeah, but I'm about to drink it. That's just like, don't say something like that when I'm about to drink it.
Listen, right, if somebody said to me, oh, that looks like something like whatever it is, I'm about to eat it, or drink it.
Well, then that's you. Great.
Listen, somebody can say, oh, your food looks like poo, and I'll still eat it.
Everyday people don't react that way. They'll be like, I was about to eat that.
Well, then eat it.
Okay. Anyway, I've got very like, you know, when you've just, well, you don't know because obviously you're a guy, but when you've just washed your hair and blow dried it, you get all these spiky bits. It's all the baby hairs that just basically stand up straight. And it's awful. I don't know how to get it down because all these silly hacks that you see online don't actually work.
Do you know how to get it down?
What?
You know, the hair that's on the floor in the room, just pick it up and you can put it on.
Very funny.
You can make a wig with
I
that.
can't help that I have a lot of hair fall.
It's like do you know what it's like? Walking through a jungle in that room.
It's not that bad,
It is.
babe. I feel like you exaggerate.
It's like walking through a rainforest.
No, it's
like,
not.
Like you're trying to get through your hair.
It's nothing like that. You're exaggerating.
And then you bring it out.
How?
When you walk out of the
I
room.
don't just carry it out of the room, do I?
When you walk out of the room,
Yeah.
with the wind, it comes out, doesn't it? With the draft.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway.
It's not my hair, is it, on the floor?
Well, obviously not. It's mine. I'm not denying it, am I?
I can guarantee if I had the hair your length, you'd be like, that's your hair. You'd be like, that's not mine, that's yours.
Why are you after? Like, I'm not even retaliating, and it's like this is what you do when I don't fall for this. You do this. You keep pushing my buttons until I do.
Because you can't get out of this one. You're like, what do you want me to do?
But yeah, I'm not denying it, am I? It's not like I'm saying no.
But if my hair was the same length, what would your immediate response be?
Well,
that's not mine.
This is
it's
so
yours.
bizarre what
it's
you're
your
doing.
Hair.
This is
that's
so
what
bizarre.
you do.
You're having an argument with no one. I'm not even arguing with you about it.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying what you do. I'll go and do the intro.
Anyway, welcome to Minding Our Business, guys.
We are back,
Nina.
as you can tell. We are back.
Yeah, we are back. I feel like it's been forever.
It has.
It has been quite a while. We kind of split the previous podcast into two because we had to fly to London because my granddad passed away. So that was a very, it was just all of a sudden. And we genuinely thought he was going to pull through, didn't we?
He's a nice guy, he was.
Yeah, he was just...
It's pretty sad because we spoke to him the Saturday before he passed away.
Yeah.
And he fully knew who we were, spoke to us like completely normally. And that's the point when I got off the phone and I said, he's a warrior because he's always been in and out of hospital.
Yeah, I know.
So I said to you that I think he's going to make it, don't worry about it.
I thought that too. I genuinely did. I thought he'd be fine. Like, obviously he was like, 91, I think? Mm. So I feel like he was over the last few years, he has had more health issues, but he's, like you said, he's always pulled through.
No, I think he was fine until he had that one fall.
Yeah. So because we thought he was going to pull through, we just carried on with work and stuff. So we weren't trying to get as much done in case something happened to him because we genuinely did think he was going to be okay. Yeah, it's a strange one. I just didn't expect it, to be honest, even though he was 91. So it was very weird.
This is why, when people say, it is good he had a long life, but a loss is still a loss, whether they're 91 or 19. Do you know what I mean?
I try not to get upset about it.
Do you know what I'm talking about? You don't have to. No, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want it. You okay? I would come and give you a hug, but it's gonna ruin our whole setup.
I think
See, look, yeah, he's come to the rescue. Good boy.
he's
knows.
okay.
He knows. Look how good he is. He's like a little therapy dog.
Like I wrote a newsletter the other day. You don't want to drink that, Nico.
I don't think there's any risk of him even trying that.
I wrote a newsletter the other day where I was just talking about like when someone does die, like how it feels and just getting my thoughts out there. I kind of, something I said in there, which I haven't really said openly, but I'm the kind of person who has to kind of like just try and get on with my everyday stuff. And I don't like letting stuff like feeling upset about something kind of take over. Like I feel like if I let it take over and I fully sit in it, then I'm just going to be a complete mess. So for me, it's like every other day when I think about it, then I get upset. So I've had days where I try not to think about it, but then at the same time I feel bad for not thinking about it. So it's just one of those things. Another thing that's kind of made me feel a certain way about it is, apart from the fact that obviously I will miss him, and he was such a unique character in the sense that, you know, when you speak to him on the phone, you know what he was like. He just had this certain voice and tone when we rang him, and he knew it was us. He'd be like, oh my God, Nina, Bobby. Like, he'd be so happy. And it's weird knowing that I can't really ring him up and get that reaction, you know?
There's not many people I know that are more blunt than me. And he was one of them.
He was the other one, yeah, you're right.
I used to love, you know, like how he used to just, like, there are occasions, right, where, like, there'd be some sort of conversation going on with your family or you know, like people are saying stuff. And in my head, I was like, this don't make sense. And I'd just sit there quietly and he'd be the first one to say it.
Yeah.
He'd just say, you're not talking nonsense.
He was very, very similar to you, you're right. I think that's why you both got on so well.
I got on really well with him.
Like, he loved having his conversations with you on the phone.
I used to love sitting and chatting with him.
Yeah.
You know, he'd tell me all his stories and tell me about his friends.
Yeah.
Like,
God, he had a big group of friends, didn't he?
Well, and he had about 50 mobile phones.
I know. Yeah. I don't know what was going on there, but he had so many phones. But yeah, I'm going to miss him. But as well as that, I think another thing that has really made me think a lot is the fact that that was my last grandparent. And it's like, I feel like grandparents, you have a certain relationship with grandparents that you will never be able to, you get certain things from your grandparents that you will never be able to get from anyone else.
It's weird, right? Because all grandparents are, like, they've all got their own personalities. And I think as a grandchild, you know how to play on which grandparent and what you're going to get from which one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is sad. You know, that's that era gone now. For you, your grandparents.
Yeah, I think that's another thing that's really kind of got to me, is that part of it. But yeah, so basically that happened and we went to London and it was a very quick trip. We were there for about 5 days, I think.
Yeah, we went on a Friday.
Yeah. And
came back the day after the funeral on Wednesday.
It was extremely cold. It was so cold there.
I think we're not used to the heating, which is number one.
I feel like it makes me feel like a prune, a dried up prune.
I'll tell you what did dry up, my nose.
Yeah, mine did too.
It's like I was digging for gold, you know, like getting nuggets out my nose.
That's disgusting, babe.
What? I don't get that here. Normally you just get like a little runny nose here. Blow your nose and you're done.
Yeah.
There my nose was hurting. If I did that, it'd hurt. Because it's like all dried up inside.
Yeah. I don't know how it manages to feel so different every time we go back. We don't go back often, but when we do, you kind of think, okay, it's not going to be that different. But it's just deteriorated so much throughout the years, hasn't it? It is nothing like it used to be. It is run down. It is dirty. The roads are like just like you're trying to maneuver through a minefield. It's just so bumpy and potholes everywhere, and everyone just looks so miserable.
And that's what got me.
Everyone, like, it doesn't even, like, I'm not talking about family here, right? I'm talking about when you are out and about and you see people on the street, they just look like they've given up on life. It just looks so miserable. People look so depressed. And the thing is, this isn't just us saying it. I've heard this from other people. I've heard this from people who live in the UK that are not liking it. And then you kind of think, okay, is this just, people are just saying it. But you go there and you're like, wow, it really is the case, from what I saw anyway.
You go for a walk here, when we walk in and stuff, you see people walking on the streets and everyone's, I wouldn't say they're jolly, but they're not miserable. And, you'll get the odd person who'll walk by and say hi or morning or, evening. If you're walking in, well, you'll bump into somebody with another dog and they'll like start talking to you and stuff. Or walking through town there, we had to go to the bank, didn't we, quickly?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't get out there.
No, that's just like really weird.
We paid for an hour's parking. We were out in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
In and out.
And it's just really weird because you'll have these like really rundown areas and then you'll have like a really nice restaurant. It's like I'd rather just not go. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? Is that just me sounding like really?
Yeah.
Is that just because we live here, I think?
No, you just sound like a snob.
What? How does that sound like a snob?
Oh, it's like a really shitty area and like there's a really nice restaurant, so I don't want to go there.
No, but I'm just saying.
And mixed with all those like...
No, I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about like where everything is so dirty. And it's like, I don't understand why people cannot respect property and things around you. No, why is everything such a mess?
Because I don't think the councils have the money to keep it clean.
They don't have the money, or they...
No, they don't. So the money doesn't get to them.
No, clearly, yeah.
Right, so it obviously doesn't filter down the government to the council where they're able to do it. So if you have a look, the UK's in a state, right? It's in turmoil. The latest budget, they couldn't have said that we don't want business people in the country anymore, any clearer.
There's so many people leaving.
Yeah, mass exodus. I think it's the highest number of millionaires in the world.
Yeah.
Leaving the UK out of any country in the world.
I mean, tell me how that is good for the country.
Right. So they're trying to get this net zero of immigration and people leaving.
Yeah.
Well, all they're doing is all the people who have got businesses and create jobs.
Yeah.
They're going, and they've got all the people who are trying to seek asylum to come in. So that's it. They've balanced it. They're trying to balance the numbers, but what they don't realise is the type of people they're balancing it out with.
Yeah.
So it's just like the number of people we know that are like leaving.
Yeah.
They've had enough.
And then I'm sure you get the people who live there who are very proud of the country, who don't seem to see what's wrong with it. And I'm sure people who would be listening who live there who are maybe happy with how it is, I'm sure they'll be thinking, why are we hating on the country? I don't think it's a case of like... on it. Exactly, I'm not hating on it. It's just the reality of it.
Okay, so the reality is, every time we've gone back, it's got worse.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it. I'm not hating on the country. If it's got better, I'd say, oh yeah, that's got better.
Yeah, I know. Some people get really defensive about it.
A lot of the people that live there are also saying the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's not just us living here in our little bubble saying it. You go back there and the people there saying the same thing.
Yeah, true.
So it's so expensive as well. Do you know what? I when we moved here, I used to find Dubai expensive.
Yeah.
There's certain things I'd be like, oh my god, don't buy that here. We can order it in the UK.
Yeah.
Just order it and then somebody will bring it over, for us. And then now I was there looking at stuff and I was like, there's absolutely no point in me buying this here because it's either more expensive or cheaper in Dubai.
Yeah.
Like some of the bike stuff that I was looking at, I was like, there's like no reason for me to get this now in the UK because I can get it in Dubai for the same price, if not cheaper. And the problem is, we earn our money here and we don't pay tax on it. And then we go out and buy something, right? So if we earn 100 grand as a round figure, right? That 100 grand comes to us, the full 100 grand. Whereas if you earn 100 grand in the UK, give or take, you lose half of it in tax.
Yeah.
So you've earned 100, you've pocketed just over 50, and then you go and buy this stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas here, if we've earned 100, we keep 100 and then go and buy it.
Yeah.
So it's, if you look at it like that, feel bad for the people there in the UK.
Yeah.
You know, with how much they have to pay. Like people say, oh, you know, you're never going to get a passport for this country, which is fine. I don't pay income tax here, do I?
Yeah.
Like I don't pay my taxes. If I don't get a passport for living in this country, well, I'd rather not have that and not pay the 50% tax that I'd have to pay.
Yeah.
So you can keep your passport and pay your 50%. So it's a tough one. It just makes you feel grateful, you know. Like I think I'm glad that we moved when we did.
Yeah, same. It's weird, isn't it? Because when we moved, I remember us saying, oh, I'll tell you when the right time was to come. It was so many years back. But there's people probably moving now saying, oh, I'll tell you when the right time was to come. Yeah, you should have come 10 years ago. So that goes to show there's never a right time. It's about just, I think personally, with making decisions like this, it's hard because sometimes they're really big decisions. But I do think it's about just biting the bullet. You never know what is on the other side of that decision for you. It could change your life.
Yeah. It could be good, could be bad, but you're never going to know unless you do it.
Well, yeah, and even if it is bad, it's a lesson, isn't it?
Yeah. What we've got to lose.
Oh, so what else? How has your week been so far?
It's been a struggle to stay awake.
I know, it really has. I don't even know how we've been dealing it. Come 3-4 o'clock, I am ready to just pack it in for the day. I am just ready to just chill for the evening, for the afternoon. But I have to carry on because I'm trying to get up to date with everything. But
we got back on Thursday, and then on Friday and Saturday I got up early.
Yeah.
Like I've not like jet lag's not hit me.
Yeah.
Go and do my ride. I did that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was a write-off.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get off the sofa.
I think that was you thinking too, like you.
No, I thought I was 18 again.
Yeah, you were trying and. You're kind of under
young.
some illusion that you're going to be completely fine.
And then, so I didn't ride on Sunday. Then Monday onwards, I have been trying to get up as usual, you know, like and go to bed as usual.
Yeah.
But getting up in the morning it's a struggle this week.
Yeah, it is.
As you get older, travelling isn't as much fun as it used to be when you're younger.
I find it really difficult now. It's not the actual travel, it's the dealing with the jet lag that I struggle with.
I hate airport time.
Yeah, it's just such a waste, isn't it?
I think on the way back we did that right. Through London.
Yeah.
Because we
literally were through...
And onto the plane.
And firstly, can I just say this? I found it so odd. Mum and Dad dropped us. Right, and they gave us this like send off how it used to be back in the day. Remember when someone dropped you at the airport at Heathrow, and then they're there and they're like, and Mum and Dad dropped us.
They came all the way.
They came all the way in with us, and it was so cute and adorable. But it also made me sad because usually when we leave, we're like, okay, guys, you know, we usually get a cab, right? And we just make our own way and that's it. Say the byes whenever we last see them on the trip and then that's it. But this time I was like, what is going on? Mum and Dad dropped us and they're both standing there and then like waving and I was like, waving?
That made you cry?
That made me cry because I was just like, that was so strange. It was just... Like, going forward, I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that because it's going to make me upset. But it was one of those old school drop-offs where you say you wave bye.
But it was nice because we all went to the pub, didn't we, for
that was really nice.
Dinner before.
Yeah.
I think that was a good plan by Rish.
Yeah, that was a really good idea. I loved that.
So we all went and had dinner.
Yeah.
And it was nice and chilled in the pub.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, everyone chilled out.
Yeah.
And then from there straight onto the plane.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's airport time I can't deal with, which I think that was really good on the way back.
We literally went through, and before I knew it, we were on the plane, babe.
Yeah.
We were in the lounge, and then on the plane. Yeah.
We're in the lounge that short that I just about managed to have a coffee there.
Oh yes, yeah. That was very quick.
And then we're on the plane.
Yeah.
And that flight was super quick as well. And I slept through it all.
So yeah, I guess we're gonna carry on next week with the podcast. I've got a topic in mind for next week, so you need to go away and read up on it a bit.
then that defeats the whole
No,
point.
it isn't. It doesn't, because you need to know about it. It's not. You don't need to like. It's not. Okay, next week I want to talk about the Blake Lively and Justin
I'm
Baldoni.
not interested in that.
Why? I want to talk about it, babe, because I'm so invested in this situation.
Well, I'm not.
Okay, but I just want to. You don't have to read up on it. I know you hate reading. Just.
Listen, that's a lie as well.
What?
I don't like reading books, but I haven't got a problem reading.
I didn't say you have a problem reading. I said you don't like reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like reading books.
Okay. Okay, so you can read. What else do you like reading then?
I read articles, don't I, on the internet and stuff. Where do you think I get my knowledge from? Honestly, where do you think
When I last said that I read articles, you were like, you literally laughed in my face. You were like, articles?
Yeah, because I don't think you do. I know you read books.
I freaking write articles, so how do I not read
Right,
them?
Okay, for the Substack thing, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that I read like news articles and stuff.
I'm not interested in news.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I read news articles. No, that's what I'm saying. Where do you think I get
Okay, I'm only joking with you. I'm joking.
Just
with you.
walk out and
Okay.
I know
I'm joking.
know what's going on in
I'm
the world.
joking. It just goes to show how much it annoys you, even when I joke.
Yeah, but no, it's not when you joke. When you start accusing me of stuff that's
I'm
incorrect.
not accusing you. I'm
Oh
laughing.
yeah, I know how much you don't like to read.
Oh yeah, because that's how I speak, isn't it? I'm not saying.
I'm not interested in that.
All I'm saying, you don't have to read the ins and outs. I'm just saying, okay, I tell you what, I will give you a brief overview of what has happened. I'll send you something which is really easy. It's like reading an article.
No, because that would be biased. So let me have a look. I'll have a look myself.
Okay. So you just read what you want to read about
A lot
it.
of these people are like, there's so many weird people out there at the minute, right? So this stuff that's going on.
What?
Right, that Blake Lively nonsense. Kanye West misses. What the hell was that about?
I know.
Right? Then we come back and put on a show. Naked people dating. What the hell was that about?
I know. What the hell? That was like Love Island on steroids. That was like...
It's a naked Love Island.
Basically, I couldn't watch it. We put it on and we watched like not even a quarter of the first...
10 minutes, I think, off.
And then it was off. I just couldn't. I was like, how are these people, when they came into the villa, they're just hugging each other like they've got clothes on. And they don't. It's really weird.
Yeah, and there's like full frontal nudity.
Yeah. It's like they've left nothing uncovered.
And even, when they do the interviews
Nothing
after,
covered.
yeah, at least the girls have the decency, like to cross their legs, when they're doing the interviews.
Yeah. Some of the
The guys, they're sitting there, like, all out.
I couldn't believe that.
You got to see more than I did.
That is crazy.
As a girl.
Yeah, that was actually just, like, I'm not being funny, it was disgusting. It's like, I don't want to, like, it was just weird. It was so weird. I don't get how, who are these people that want to do that? Why are you doing it? You're not just showing the people you're with. It's on TV.
Shameless. I'm
Shameless.
telling you, right? Even like,
That should be called Shameless Island.
or shameless people. Like, they just really don't care.
Yeah.
That Kanye West misses. What the hell was that about? Wearing, what is it, like tight material? Oh yeah, that covered it all, didn't it? She might as well just not worn anything.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like things are happening for views these days, and to get in the news and to become trending, viral, all that stuff.
It worked, didn't it? 'Cause
Yeah,
like,
it did
we're talking
work,
about
but
it
it's
now.
not. This is what the thing is. Even though I was about to say not for the right reasons. Like, those people don't care whether it's for the right reasons. They just want it to become trend, like for it to be trending or become viral. It doesn't matter whether it's good or bad, because any publicity is good publicity for them. So, yeah.
Well, I'll have a read of this Blake Lively nonsense.
Okay.
I've
Cool.
not really heard anything good about it.
No, there's not much good about it.
We can discuss it next week. Let me just read into it a bit more. That Justin Baldoni, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Anyway, good chat today.
Oh, is that we done?
Yeah.
No reader messages and nothing?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, we do. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let me go through them very quickly. So this is from Mally. First here, getting another coffee. Yes, it's Dinks. Friends of mine named their boat Dinks. That's really cool. If we had a boat, I think that would be a good idea.
You know why they've got a boat?
Why?
Because
they got no kids. Yeah. Someone else has put, we are Dinks too. No point in having kids. Okay.
We're not actually dinks, are we?
We're dinkwads.
Yeah.
Someone's put, this is Lynette. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like you both almost forgot that you were being videotaped.
That's how I prefer it.
Yeah, like that just shows you that we just get really into the conversation and that's how we speak.
Otherwise, if I'm doing it for the camera, I might as well just not do it.
Yeah, true.
So.
And then there's this other one. This is a good one. So do you remember we were talking about how people like who are young, not married yet, like make the most of that time and do things, go out and do things? Someone's put, oh my God, you guys are making me think. I need more adventures in my life. I'm single and financially secure. And then, I don't know what the name is because it's a mixture of letters and numbers. And then Mally's replied to her saying, go for it. You only have one life to live. And financial security makes so much more possible. Don't ever let being single hold you back from the things you want to do or experience. Best of luck. That's really nice.
I always think
good
that.
advice.
Your money will come back. You'll make it again. But your memories won't.
Yeah.
So, and you know, as we're feeling it now, as you get older, it's harder to travel.
Yeah.
So you're better off doing it while you're young.
Yeah, true.
You know, you get out, see a lot of the world, understand different cultures, different people, try different food.
I think it's that taking that step, isn't it? Just go out there and do it. What are you gonna lose?
I think I'm seeing this more and more now, though.
What?
You know, people are an average of the people that they hang around with.
Oh yeah.
So if you hang around people who are negative, miserable, can't do it, complaining, you're going to be the same.
Yeah, very true.
Whereas if you hang around with other people, you're more likely. That's probably why we think just get out and do it. But having said that, we've just looked at our holidays this year and thought, well, let's not leave Dubai.
Yeah, but it's like it's really hard to find somewhere that is going to tick all the boxes the way this place does.
Oh yeah, there's that. Plus, we're here now. Not everyone else wants to come on holiday here.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah.
it's easier. We can drive down the road.
There's so much to see here as well, though. There's so many places we haven't actually been yet.
Yeah.
On that note, I think we should wrap it up. I can't finish my turmeric latte
Because it's so tasty.
I put too much turmeric in it. Why am I saying it again weird?
Turmeric.
Turmeric.
I put too much turmeric in it.
I don't know why.
Why do you say it weird
I
like
don't
that?
know why. I can't say.
I'm telling you
I
why.
can't
'cause
say
your
it any
tongue's
other
too
way.
big. I've told you this. Your tongue's too big for
I
your
agree
mouth.
there. My
But
tongue-
turmeric. 'Cause you're like that Ronnie out. Turmeric. That's what you do.
Don't. Every time I watch him, I'm just like, what is going on there? So yeah, I can't drink it. I've put way too much turmeric in it.
Turmeric.
Turmeric.
You don't have to roll your.
I don't know why I roll my tongue.
Not roll your tongue. Roll the R.
Roll the R.
Turmeric.
Yeah, I've put too much in it. I only put a teaspoon.
That looks positively disgusting.
It's just really not nice. I thought I was going to make it like how the coffee shops make it. I didn't actually look at a recipe, so maybe I should
You
do
made
that.
your own?
Yeah, I just made it up.
You make a curry out of that. There's that much turmeric in it.
It's not nice. It's disgusting, actually. And I've got like grains of turmeric in my mouth. It's like... Ugh. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening or watching, whatever you're doing. I hope you've enjoyed it this week, and we're going to see you next week.
See it. I said it this time. I
Yeah,
said
you
my
did.
boy.
You did. Well done, babe.
Okay, cool. Done?
Yep.
Done.
Did you not